As the army continues its relentless efforts to rescue every single person that is stranded in Jammu and Kashmir, our reporter Padmaja Joshi is currently in Rajbagh. She spoke to the former IG of Jammu and Kashmir, Farooq Ahmed Khan, whose house is also in Rajbagh. And while he thanks the army for saving his ancestral home, the army is still out there along with him searching for some of his missing family members.
I'm looking for my mother-in-law and her family, who is an army officer's widow. And I'm not able to recognize this area. I don't know how these army people are going around in this difficult terrain, water everywhere. I was born here, I served here for all my life. I can't recognize this area.
Isn't it disconcerting? These are familiar landmarks, areas where you grew up, where you served, the former IG of Kashmir. You've seen disasters. Have you seen anything like this?
I have not seen, I've seen nothing like this. Nothing like this. This place is in shambles.
Sir, you were in fact the IG of the Kashmir police at the time when the earthquake struck. It was perhaps one of the most devastating earthquakes. Compared to that, what do you think is the difference? Why is there so much chaos this time?
Well, I wouldn't be able to comment on administrative measures.
Me and my family, I was with my mother and my wife. Luckily, I had evacuated my two kids 24 hours before some other family. That was a big relief for me. And
it's harrowing, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was relief for me. And but there is, as usually happens in such sort of calamities, everything is not in order. To be honest, I saw people scavenging gas cylinders. We were crying for help. They were after those gas cylinders. They were with the boats. It was order only restored only after 36 hours. Then army people came, national disaster people came, and semblance of order was, there.
In most of the residential areas across Srinagar, the roads have been completely inundated, and because they've become inaccessible, a lot of them also covered with debris from the houses that have collapsed. So what the army is forced to do on every rescue mission, when they take their boats, it is through the gardens of several houses, and it's then that they come really close to the houses, and the pictures really speak for themselves of the hurry in which the people were forced to evacuate, passing through the gardens, a pomegranate tree which now is almost half submerged in the flood waters, or another garden where there is an apple tree. But all of them, the thing is that all of them are abandoned. Almost all of them are empty. The fear right now among residents is that thieves could break into their houses, which is why their main worry is that they should come back as soon as possible. There is no security in any of the houses, and all the valuables were left behind. In many houses, the clothes still left out drying, or in fact, the curtains still fluttering in some of the windows. These really are the houses which have turned into ghost mansions in one of the most affluent area of Srinagar, that is Rajbagh. With video journalist Sajjad in Srinagar, Padmaja Joshi, Times Now.
And while the former IG Farooq Ahmed Khan explained how his ancestral house was saved by the army, his house is located in the same lane that houses an office of the Hurriyat Conference, and he's hit out at the separatist leaders, questioning where they are. Those leaders who are always otherwise saying that they speak for the Kashmiris, where are they now?
They say that there is war, there is army, there is disaster, there is army. That mindset has to go. People who are designated for different jobs like disaster relief, flood control, removal of encroachments on bunds, have to work and have to be held accountable. And representatives of the people, they have to be held accountable. Why are they at this point of time? Why have they abandoned people of Kashmir? Politicians of all hues are conspicuous by their absence from the scene. And then other arms of administration, I am afraid, are also missing. You see only olive green on the, not on the roads, but on this water surface everywhere. And then you see civil volunteers.
And isn't it also ironic, because I believe this exact area is where the Hurriyat Conference, Mirwais Umar Farooq, has his office?
No, Mirwais Umar Farooq, yes, that is just ahead. We have this Hurriyat office.
Right, this one happens to be the Hurriyat Conference office. Isn't it also one question which we would ask, where are these people when the rescue time arrives?
Exactly. I think they are also drowned along with their office.
With each passing day, even though the water may be receding, the people's anger and impatience only mounts, and that is what makes the operation, the work of the army, even more difficult. With people very short on patience, their anger is being vented largely on the army because they think that they have been let down severely by the state government. With no state government official in sight, the only people who are at the receiving end are these people of the army who are trying to reach out, rescue and help as many people as possible. Despite all of the anger that they may have to face, their only motto at present is that they have to go ahead and get the job done.